What's up, gamers? And well, it's me. It's been quite a while, but this is gonna be an interesting video. That's a way to put it. So we're gonna start off here by going going on a little journey here of the past. So if you guys have been watching for a while, you'll know that I stopped uploading videos 5 months ago. And even before then, I was slowing down in the amount of videos I was making. Part of this, of course, has to do with editing. The reason why it slowed down editing was a pain, and that's why I started doing stuff on Twitch a lot more and stuff like that. Because I love editing, but it's a lot more efficient to just go on Twitch and stream than to make a video, spend like a couple hours editing, put it together, and well, I don't know, you know, it's a pain. You could just give people content by streaming, and that's why I streamed on YouTube a couple times. Anyway, the school year came up, so this is when things get interesting. The school year came up. I said, okay, I'm gonna slow down on videos. Well, the beginning of the school year absolutely killed me. I mean, I was doing sports, I had a lot of homework and all that with the whole like with all the stuff going on. Um, with all the stuff going on, it just made stuff harder, the whole the virus and stuff. Anyway, I didn't plan on completely cutting myself off from YouTube. I will admit, I lost a little bit of interest in doing YouTube, and that's also part of the reason why I kind of stopped. One, because I didn't have the time to, and two, I didn't really have the confidence to. I mean, I still enjoyed doing YouTube, but I was like, is it really worth it? Spending all that time when I could be studying and stuff like that. So I took a big break, but what I really regret is I didn't tell you guys. And I know in a video, I don't know how long ago, I said I would tell you guys when I do stuff like this, and I completely didn't tell you guys. And, well, there we go, another mistake made. Well, I'm not really here to come back to YouTube though. I do plan on eventually doing it, or maybe I will. Maybe it'll just be really slow on a video like every month or two, because I have like, not that much time to record and mainly just edit, to be honest. Editing is the majority of the reason why. But let me show you what the main point of this video is. So some stuff has been going on in YouTube, and well, whew, here we go. Let me just I'm gonna blur the screen here so you guys don't see what's happening. Yeah. All right. So how do I put this? I woke up one morning, and February 25th, 2021. And I go to my computer, turn it on, fire it up, and I'm getting ready to log on for school, right? I open up my Gmail. To get to my school email, I used to go through my private Gmail, and well, things I did not go the way I expected. This is the first thing I saw when I woke up in the morning before logging on to school, which, yeah, that really helped. Thanks, YouTube. But the first thing I see is content has been removed from YouTube. I'm like, oh, okay, this is not that big of a deal, right? Because it's probably like some little like copyright thing or whatever, or some mistake or something. I don't know. So I check it, and boom. So let's get started into this. YouTube removed one of my videos for violating a hate speech policy. And I'm like, okay, well, what did I do? You know, I was thinking like, okay, I must have done something here. Something to violate their woke policies or whatever. Like something really stupid. Something really stupid. Like I was thinking, okay, maybe it was on their end, you know? Maybe it's on their end. Maybe they screwed up. I'm like, how could I violate a hate speech policy? I've never discriminated against anyone. If I somehow did, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys, but I don't think I've discriminated against anyone. And if I was making a joke like, oh wow, let's shoot these guys because they're Russian and like armor or something because they're Russian soldiers, I'm not intentionally like trying to discriminate or anything. But anyway, this is like was it 5 year old or 5 year, wow, 5 year old, or is it 4 year? Anyway, it's a really old video. I mean, I sound like two in this video. Now, sadly, I can't show it to you guys because I appealed for it. I'll show you the appeal soon here. But I did some digging into the hate speech policy, and it's like, no discriminating or anything. And I was like, well, I don't discriminate. I'm not like a racist guy or a discriminate guy. So, oh wow, I totally forgot I was in a Discord call. Anyway, ooh, time for fun. Um, I read through it and I'm like, okay, well, I'm not discriminating against anyone. It says if you have content that discriminates, as long as like you're showing that it's bad, or you're just showing like what's going on in the world or news or whatever. But I checked through the video, and this is like a 5-year-old video on Roblox. Sadly, I can't really put any like video or any like the thumbnail for it, all that, because right, the thumbnail's not there when YouTube decides, hey, we're gonna remove this. But I somehow violated it. So here's when the fun begins. I was not happy, right? I looked at it. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna appeal it though, right? I mean, what is gonna happen, right? When they look at it and realize it's a 5-year-old literally playing a World War II game. I guess in the description I said it was World War One. That's how small I was back then, like of a child. I was a small child. I didn't know any better. I thought it was a World War II game, but I thought it was World War One for some reason. So that even just makes things better. But I reviewed the video. But first, let me show you guys the appeal here. I'm gonna have to pull it from Discord. Actually, no. Alright, look at this beautiful Discord background. So I'm gonna zoom it in a little here. So I reviewed the video, and come to find out, there was in this World War II game a couple of World War II songs. Now, what's funny about this video is it's got like a bunch of copyrights on it, because all these World War II songs now, any like I usually notice that many of the Soviet songs though don't get copyrighted, which is funny. I noticed that in my KA 50 video, I did not get copyright or anything for those Soviet songs. So Soviet songs are okay, but there was some old World War II American and British songs that definitely got copyrighted or whatever. Anyway, to get on with the story here, there are a couple of German World War II songs, and I guess for some reason they're discriminate. So one of the songs, which I think most people know, is Erica. That's a German song created before World War II, I think even before the Nazi Party got in power. And according to YouTube, though, it's a Nazi song. I mean, yes, it was used during World War II on the German side, but it's a song literally about a girl or something, comparing it to a flower. So, some stupid stuff like that. So, welcome to the real world. It's pretty screwed up. And the second one I heard, there was a Panzerlied or whatever. No, I'm not too familiar with that song. The only thing I know about it is it has something to do with tanks. The only reason I know it is because of War Thunder, to be honest. But I have no clue how any of those songs are discriminate. Like, hold on, let me look up the lyrics. Here we go, boys. This is what we're talking about. Like the Yellow Rose of Texas. It's like, I don't know. It's like if the Yellow Rose of Texas was used in World War II by the Germans. Yeah, there we go. I guess for some reason this is discriminate. We'll look at Panzerlied now. All right, yeah. So it's talking about tanks. It's talking about like the German Blitzkrieg or whatever. I have no clue. This is not being discriminate towards anyone. Now, you can argue, well, okay, if the Nazis use these songs, the Nazis, discriminated against Jewish people and stuff like that, but these songs have nothing to do with that. In fact, one of them was created before World War II, which was Erica, and this one, I think, was created during World War II, but it has no, like, discriminate text in it, or lyrics in it. It's literally talking about tanks and like German military or whatever. It does not even mention the SS or anything. Yeah, it mentions the Reich, right? It mentions like to die for Germany or whatever, but this has nothing to do with doing horrible things to another group of people. Like I don't know what YouTube's description of violating hate speech is. I mean, there's one they give to people, but like the hidden one, I don't know what they put that. The only thing I could think of is they see a World War II game and hear a World War II German song, and the first thing that comes up, or a song used in World War II Germany, and the first thing that comes up in their mind is racism. I don't know, racism or like something really stupid, right? Racism or discrimination. That's the first thing they think of. Now, there was one more song, though. One more song that I had no clue what was saying. I think it was German. It could have been like Russian or something stupid like that. But I think it was German. And that's the only song that I think could have somehow violated their hate speech policy. But I don't recall a single German song that I've heard that's been talking about, doing horrible things to people. Like, I can't recall. I mean, there's probably like some really like propaganda Nazi song or whatever. But for a World War II Roblox game, knowing that kids like 11-year-olds, 10-year-olds are playing it, I don't think they would have a discriminate song. I'm just saying, I don't think they would have a song about doing horrible things to a group of people or like discriminating against a group of people. And even if they did, okay, it was one song. Why couldn't they have blocked it out of the video, right? And not just that. I mean, I wasn't intentionally trying to be discriminate, and I didn't even say anything discriminate. I mean, in that video, to be fair, I'm not too angry about this. I wasn't too angry about this because it was a pretty cringy video. I mean, I was like 10. I sounded like I was 6 or like 7. It was really bad. You know, it was a really bad video. And I was looking at myself and like the actions I was doing. Like I was in that game, I was such a warmonger. I somehow ended up from revolting in Egypt to ending up as an Egyptian colony, not even owning the Egyptian mainland in Greece. I was helped by someone, and I was so greedy. I went to take a land and like, hey, are you gonna give it? Are you gonna give me some? And I was like so mean to them. They literally helped me emerge. I don't know. I found it really cringe, so I wasn't too mad. But yeah, I'd like to add a real quick thing, guys. I totally forgot to talk about this. Something I find really stupid about YouTube, and this is like the only thing that angers me, is I'm pretty sure if like they don't give you the availability to check the video, like to still be able to access the video just privately. They completely remove it. Like, so if you don't have it in your files or whatever on your computer, it is gone forever. They're not giving that back. And that's why I find like what angers me is like, well, you know, I'll never be able to show people like, hey, you know, even though this video is one of my cringiest videos, it was my most viewed video. Like, look at how stupid this is, right? I'd love to like, I'd show some of my friends, right? I'm like, okay, you know, especially like people even watching my YouTube channel, they never really like maybe check out like what's in the popular section, right? Like what's my most viewed videos. And what's really stupid is that this was like my most viewed video. Even my Apache video, um didn't even, I mean, it was still like a couple hundred behind it or whatever. It was still hundreds behind it. Anyway, it was my most viewed video. Um and they removed it. I mean, I'm not surprised it's the most viewed. You know, they're gonna check those ones and find anything little to remove it. And it wasn't even an edgy video, but anyway, um it was my most viewed video, and what I find out, or at least according to the internet, which is not always accurate, I'm pretty sure they delete your views. And that is what gets me the most. I mean, the two biggest things are, you know, not being able to show people how many views it got, right? But you know, and access it, but it takes away your views, I'm pretty sure. And that's what angers me the most, because I mean, I at least want like recognition. Like, come on, guys, you know, I had a video with a couple thousand views, you know, a couple thousand views, and now you're taking that recognition away. Now I can't tell people, oh, look at this dumb video that got a couple thousand views, you know. Not even trying to flex, I just find it funny, you know, wanting to express to people how stupid it is. But I, you know, now that that's gone, you know, that affects maybe statistics or whatever. I don't really care too much, but I find that that's what's the most hurtful part. That is the most hurtful part. Anyway, back to the video. Then I appealed, and I said, this is why I said, open quotes, I am appealing this because I believe there has been a mistake on your end. Let alone, this video was 5 years ago when I was 11 years old. I never violated your hate speech policy, as I never discriminated against anyone. In fact, the music throughout most of the video made my voice and what I was saying inarticulate. How did I violate a policy if you cannot understand what I'm saying? I was playing a World War II roleplay game with World War II music. Somehow, if that violated your hate speech policy, it was not my intention, as the only intention I had was giving others and myself entertainment by playing as in Egypt in World War II, in this World War II roleplay game. I do not believe this offended anyone and was not intending to. I understand your effort in fighting hate. I hope you understand. Thank you. Unquote. So, that's why I said I thought that, you know, that was pretty diplomatic, right? I thought, you know what, this is a good way of saying to YouTube, what the hell are you doing? Are you an idiot for saying hate speech? For playing a World War II game with World War II music? I'm sorry. That's somehow hate speech, boys. Alright. So, this is when I get really disappointed, guys. They came back with their response, and let's see. We've made a decision with your appeal. Oh yeah, this is when things get spicy. Ooh. We have reviewed your content carefully, and this is when I was like, oh yes, finally, right? Like finally, they've reached a decision. It took them like, oh, I don't know, 6 days, 5 days. It took them forever to respond. It took them like an entire week, or at least a work week. Um, and they finally came back, and they left it so ambiguous, like, oh, we've reached a decision on your appeal. Like, at least with the other one, they're flat out like, oh yeah, we removed your content, right? But this one, they're kind of being sneaky. They want to like drag you into the email. So you click on it, and then they're like, oh, we've reviewed carefully your content, right? Making you think, oh, finally, they've realized they screwed up. No. They have confirmed that it violates their hate speech policy. I can't stress how stupid this is. No, I'm not too mad, right? I think it's funny. I don't think they'll go after my other videos because I can't recall any more videos with music in it. With as much as this, there's like a Roblox stream I did for a long time ago, but they didn't remove it. They just blocked the audio because there were so many copyrighted songs. YouTube, their minds blew. I was like 11, so I didn't even know probably what copyright was until they're like, "Oh, by the way, like half of your gameplay has been muted in the video or has been blocked. The audio has been blocked because copyrighted songs or whatever." So, um, I don't think they would go after my other videos if they're gonna say somehow it violates a hate speech policy. The only video I can recall is like some stupid video I did like years ago where I said Russia must be destroyed, but I don't really think YouTube cares about that because I don't think YouTube likes Russia. Uh, just a guess, just a bit of a guess. Um, and I was really young then. I don't even know why I said that. I mean, there's probably people for some reason who agree with that, but I was only like, I don't know. Why did I say that? Probably because I was playing a game and I thought Russia in the game was a threat or something. But that is the only thing that I think they could go after. But this is the era we're living in now, where they're taking 11-year-olds' content, right, and deleting it because somehow it's hate speech. Oh my god. Alright. This video has been going on for too long. It's what, 20 something minutes? I have to edit and I don't want to take forever to edit. I don't know if I'll really be coming back to YouTube. I'll try and make like 1 or 2 videos here and there, but I can't promise anything. Just know that this summer I'm definitely coming back, but it's going to be a really slow pace probably in releasing videos because at this point, my goal here is to have fun, not spend 5 hours each day editing. I mean, I don't know how people do it, I don't know how they edit. They have editors, but that's literally their life, their job, right? But some of them. But anyway, I'll try, right? I'll definitely be streaming on Twitch once in a while. Definitely. Twitch is something that I might try and turn into a weekly thing, so just keep an eye out for that, guys. Because if you're really like watching my content and stuff, Twitch is the way to go for me right now, especially with YouTube doing all this crap. Oh my god. At least with Twitch, I think the only thing they care about hate speech is if it's political. Other than that, if it's not political, I don't think they really care unless you're doing some like Naziistic crap or whatever. Some of that stupid stuff, But other than that, no, Twitch is where it's at for me right now. So I'll definitely focus more on doing stuff on Twitch. I mean, streaming seems a lot of fun. I've had fun in the past by streaming. if you do it too much, it's a little overwhelming. Don't forget to check out. I have a Discord, guys. Don't forget to check that out. It's yeah, I will admit it's dead, but if you want it to be alive, you gotta make it alive. And I still keep an eye out there. So if you're looking for a conversation, I'll talk to you guys there. I mean, of course, don't expect me to be talking all the time because I'm busy, but yeah. Subscribe if for some reason you wanna watch this dead channel. However, I will admit I'm gonna try and make the best content I can with what I have, but I suggest Twitch most of all. And there's probably something I'm forgetting. I've talked about Twitch and Discord, and I think that's all. I'm trying to remember if there's anything else, but I can't. So anyway, I hope this was very informational for you guys. Very interesting of a ride, to say the least. And I guess I'll see you next time.